Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So the idea of the Astrocolorscope is that in a moment I'm going to pick some crystals from this bag, throw them into a circle of houses, and then read the crystals, the colors, the energy of the house, etc., specifically for your sign. I'm also going to take a bead from my bead bag just for a little extra influence of color, see what else is going on. Then I'm going to, I like doing things in threes, then I'm going to pick a card from the Voyager deck for your sign, and I'm going to ask you to take a look at the card and see what you are most attracted to in the collage of images, and then ask you what that means for you. Of course, I'll read whatever I see in that card as well, so we can put it all together for your particular sign. So before we get there, we're just going to have a little look at what's going on this month. So to begin with, we have one of the big things is Mercury is going retrograde on the 19th of May. And of course, you know, retrograde actions happen all the time. But when it's Mercury, it's like one of those big deals, isn't it? That everything starts to move backwards. So it's in Gemini, which is its natural placing. So there's a sense of, it almost feels like, okay, so I'm going to be moving backwards a little bit through this sign because I love it so much. Communication slows down when Mercury starts to retreat. But in Gemini, there's almost a sense of calming down. There's almost a sense of, you are given this time to really focus on what it is you want to say, how you want to be perceived in this lifetime, let's say, how you want to communicate with your loved ones, with your friends, with the world, how you want to write, how you want your language to be. So you might find that this is a time where you want to write, where you want to write more, where you want to journal more, especially with Mercury, because it is a planet of communication, but because it's in Gemini, there's almost that sense of double communication that's coming up. So you might find yourself just retreating a little bit more. You may also find yourself biting your lip before you can communicate with somebody, or that you want to say something to someone and they're off somewhere else, and it's a little bit more difficult to communicate with them. Of course, traditionally with Mercury, it sort of messes up with the technical stuff. So, you know, computers and cell phones and all this kind of thing can be a little bit out of whack, and especially if we've got any sun action going on that's going to send that our way, and then of course communication will have some problems then too. We've also got around the 13th to the 15th, we've got Mars, which is opposing Saturn, and Mars is a fiery planet. It's fire and it's action and it gets things moving, whereas Saturn, it's slow, it grounds you, it makes you really think before you take action. So with these two planets sort of opposing each other, it's almost like two people. So one person saying, let's do it, let's go for it, and the other person saying, no, we need to take our time. So there's a sense with this of push, pull, and you may have difficulty with decisions, especially as that Mercury is coming up. I know Mercury is coming up before the 19th, so you get that kind of preparatory, what is that word? Preparing action before the actual Mercury retrograde. So with Saturn and Mars opposing each other, and then we have the Mercury coming in as well, there's a sense of this month that it's going to be a little bit more difficult to make decisions, to really take action, to really move forward. So there's a lot of things that are pulling us back. Towards the end of the month, there's Mars again square Neptune, and Mars is the fiery energy and Neptune is the watery energy, but Neptune it links with your imagination, with that vision. You know, it's a Pisces energy, so we can go off into la la land, whereas Mars wants you to get moving. So there's movement in your feelings, movement in your emotions, and there's almost a sense with this of forgotten feelings. So something that's been stuffed down is going to start coming up again. This is perfect because of that Mercury retrograde, because we are going to go more inside of ourselves, communicate with ourselves, communicate with our emotions. So I can feel that coming up in me as well, which is kind of interesting. So there's a sense of, this is a wonderful month, but we're going very much into ourselves and we're bringing stuff out. And then we're going to be thinking about how to move forward. Am I ready to move forward? It's going to be a little bit slow, but there's a lot going on internally. So, okay, let's get on with your birth sign. Let's get started. Okay, Cancer. So for you, you get this beautiful little heart. It's an amethyst heart. This went into your 6th house. Now your 6th house is about your health. It has lots of other stuff in it, but it felt like this was about your health. So with that amethyst energy, this is about cleaning up your act. Amethyst is very much a stone, which is about sobriety. It comes from amethystos, which means to be sober. And the violet is transforming. This has little white bands in it, little white bands, as well as the violet. And so white is about cleansing. Violet is that transforming action. So something is changing around your health this month. This isn't a negative thing. You know, we all get health stuff going on, but I feel this is about you saying, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to clean up my act. I need to get juice in, I need to take the right vitamins, I need to go on walks, that kind of thing. It feels like your heart is begging you for that healthy living. Healthy living is not just about external factors, it's also about internal ones as well. So with this energy, with violet particularly and amethyst, it links to that higher dimension, the divine mind. So maybe you need to connect with your values, connect with whatever it is that brings you joy, that links with your faith and links with what you most believe in. So there is a sense in this that if you are going against your beliefs, you're going against your values, it is going to affect your health. So just be aware of that. The next stone that came up went into your 9th house. This is fluorite. Now the thing with this is that when I look at the stones, I look at where they go, obviously, but I also look at how they connect to each other. So when violet and green come together, there is a huge change, there's a huge shift, and that huge shift has an impact on your confidence, because at some part of this it says that not just a lack of confidence, but you may have felt like you've been put upon, that you are not getting the rewards or the respect that you most deserve. This went into your 9th house. And then citrine went into your 10th house. So something is happening here. There is a big kind of movement for you over the course of this month, of decisions that are being made, of changes that you're going to make. This is a multitasking stone. Went into your 9th house. That 9th house is a link to communication that is broadcasting, and there's education that's there, there's a higher mind, there's higher learning, and there's movements in new directions for you, especially with this green. Green is a color of new starts, new beginnings, and with this it helps you to stay focused on what it is you most want. So over this month there's going to be stuff coming up from your subconscious that maybe has blocked you from getting what you want. You notice it and you move it out the way. This also brings new life into your life. So if it feels like your life has been stagnant in whatever area it's been stagnant in, this is saying there's going to be new life that's coming in. I feel like you're going to be really, really busy. There's a sense of packing up your stuff and moving on and taking trips and connecting to people right, left and center and changing things. There's really a sense of changing things for you. How exciting. And then we get to the 10th house of citrine. And this citrine, oh, it's a stone of success and prosperity and wealth. It's yellow, so it links to the solar plexus. So with that, it's saying you are coming into your power. It went into your 10th house, and that is the place where you're shining your light, where you're saying, look, I'm here. Can you see me? So that kind of vibe that's coming through this month is really a huge change for you. You are taking off, sloughing off some overcoats there. And then when it comes to this yellow, you're being seen. And it's just that you said, it's okay, I want to be seen. And that's why this is coming up. Really very successful energy. The card that came up also, it says exactly the same thing, illumination. Take a look at that card, see if there's anything that most attracts you at this moment, then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So when I look at this card, I see this light that is bursting forth on the middle finger there. It's just bursting open. So I feel with this that it's saying you are the sunshine, that you are the light, that everything you need is just within your reach. It's right there, and you're going to find that as well. There's going to be a lot of changes for you. There has to be a lot of changes. The bead that came up is peach. So, you know, whenever I see peach, I always think of that thing, everything's peachy. It's a pale orange, and for me, this is about your emotions. So there's going to be some cleansing of your emotional body, of your emotional self. If we link this to the chakras, this is the sacral center, so it's an age, it has an age to it, which is age 7 to 14. So with this, there's a sense of you letting go of something, maybe a decision that you made around that time, and then you can start to cleanse, you can start to move on and come into this place of just incredible success. It's potential for success. So if it doesn't happen immediately, don't worry about it. You're making these moves, just you're making the decisions, and the right decisions to bring you into that place of success. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do remember to subscribe to my love letter and grab your free colour kit at bit.ly/colour kit. You can find out your true colours. Also, please leave me a comment below. Let me know if the messages resonated for you. And remember, I have my own store. I have lots of goodies in my store. This is one of them. That's store.sealedwithlove.com. And the final thing is, if you want to train with me, come to one of my play shops. I will be teaching an intuition play shop at the Omega Institute in July. You can find out more about that in my love letter. Okay, I will see you next week with the Colorscope, crystal Colorscopes, right? Lots of love. Bye.